everybody, welcome to episode 8 of Adjust Accordingly. As always, I'm Danky, here with my boys, Vibes and Random.
What up, what up?
What's up, everybody?
Another beautiful week going on. Weather's been kind of up and down. Lots of people getting sick around here, bro. That's the main reason it does it, is them temperature fluctuations. Lots of people getting sick. Y'all staying healthy?
Yeah.
Trying my best to. Like, as you know, the Texas weather is crazy. Like, we just had it to where, it was 80, 88, 89 degrees, and then at night it's low 30s. So
It was 30? It was 30 last night for y'all?
no, I think it was like 41, 39, around that range. You know, wind chill, it said wind chill made it feel like 35. So it was pretty cold last night.
All right. We'd like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy, be better. Our coffee fruit cherry extract is the star of the show. This ingredient is what makes Dubby unique and helps to provide smooth and effective focus and energy, making it perfect for anyone who needs to conquer a task. Randomz?
Yeah, you know, it has best in class taste. Smooth focus and energy isn't enough. Dubby flavors are created with one goal in mind: to taste unlike any other beverage. We combine bold and unique flavors and combinations to create an experience for your tongue with each sip.
Yeah.
You know, it's not 2018 anymore, and energy drinks need to evolve. W achieves its smooth, effective focus with a high-end tasting experience while using no sugar, no fillers, and no artificial color or dye. It's called being better.
Use promo code Adjust Accordingly at checkout and receive 10% off your next order. Dubby Energy, be better.
I need to ask y'all this. Do y'all understand what feels like means? Because it doesn't make sense to me. If it says it's 49 degrees, but feels like 42, is it not 42?
I don't know. I mean, it could just be like the wind, because, you know, whenever the wind's not blowing, it doesn't feel as cold as whenever it is blowing. You know?
Wind chill's a factor, but they talk about the wind chill. The wind chill, that's another temp that they say, right? They say 3 temps. They say the actual temperature, the wind chill temperature, and feels like temperature. I want to know where you go to school for this fucking feels like temperature gig, because I want to be able to walk outside and be like, it feels like it's 16 degrees outside. It's 50. You know, like, how the fuck, where is that calibrated?
No, I agree with you. Like, how do they test that? Like, how do you know? Because when you put a thermostat outside, it just tells you what it is. So where do they get this feels like temperature from? Do they just have a really old guy that goes outside and he's like, yeah, it feels like this temp?
It's a wizard. It's a wizard that we don't know exists.
It's just his whole entire job on this planet is to know what feels like temperature is.
Knows what it feels like. The only spell he can cast.
So do you think that's a certain job position?
It has to be. Somebody has to be the feels like person, right? Am I wrong?
Like, I know that they have meteorologists, but do you think that the meteorologist also has like, you know I said this, but it might feel like this.
But it's such a subjective description in the beginning, because like feels like to you don't feels like to me, don't feels like to the guy down the road, right? So what does feels like even mean? Like,
and like you said, the wind plays a factor. It doesn't always feels like this temperature.
I don't know. This is
Agreed.
A quandary that I feel like needs to be addressed. It's just another reason that, in a way, that the media is lying to us, I believe.
Oh man, yeah. So that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Did y'all notice that while the whole shutdown was going on, that there weren't as many or at all any chemtrails up in the sky?
Because they didn't have to brainwash you with the chemicals that they drop on you every day. They were already doing it through the media and through your fucking little...
See, it's funny enough that y'all brought that up.
Shots? That's not how you get a shot, right?
You guys
Oh,
get shots?
Hey,
But
I haven't gotten a
it's
football
funny
in
enough
a
you
couple
brought that
years
up
now.
because I was just talking to my brother about because he's up in Illinois and he was talking about he's like he's been up there for about 2 3 years now. He has not seen one of those chemtrail planes in years. Like since he's been here in Texas or since he used to live here in Texas, he went up there and he's like, bro, I haven't seen them in years, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing them every single day over this highly like densely populated area. Like I'm seeing them every day. I'll see one going this way and I'll see another one coming back this way. And like I don't understand. Like they have to be putting something up there because you see all these big ass planes flying by and they're not leaving any chemtrails and they burn jet fuel, which is just diesel and other stuff like that. But how's a big ass plane not leaving anything that stays in the air? But these little planes fly by and they're leaving these big ass trails. They go miles.
Not even big ass shells. They're just little bitty that slowly, you know? And I
Yeah.
believe it's a pacifier. I believe what they're giving us is some kind of pacifier. And that honestly, if it didn't work to the extent that it does, we'd have a lot more crazy shit going on. Like, it doesn't work on everybody, obviously, because there's still psychopaths out there. But I feel like it works on enough people to where there aren't more psychopaths out
I think that you're right and wrong. I don't think it's a pacifier. I think it's a calcifier, which is different. Because if you are blocking off a part of the brain that makes critical thinking happen versus blocking off a part of the brain that makes you any type of aggressive, I don't think they're blocking off the aggressive things. Because you've seen more fucking deadly fucking attack, fight, blah, 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 even at football games and shit since COVID happened, right? So I'll agree
Fair
that I
enough.
do think that's like a ticky tack in the word phrasing there. But personally, I think it's more of a calcifier and less of a pacifier.
So do you think that they're doing the same thing like what they do in the prison system where they put that stuff in there to make them to where they can't get hard and it makes them more docile?
Yes.
You think that they do that in the regular public?
I think they do that in our food. I think that they do it in the. I have pictures of over where I'm at of literal just freaking cornrows of chemtrails, just straight up cornrows, and I'm like, everybody go inside today. Let's hang out inside today. I don't know what else to do. Like I can't fucking. I don't have gas masks and shit, So
there.
best
And
I can do
even
is
inside, man, most most everywhere has some kind of bring in the outside
yeah,
air to cool off the inside air.
you're not wrong.
So you're
You're not
not
wrong.
getting away from it. Like there might be a lessening of exposure, but there's really no escaping it in today's society.
No, you're right, 100%. I agree.
Not in American society, anyway.
Yeah, let's move to Dublin. Did y'all see that? That Ireland itself, since their population is starting to dwindle, that they're offering up to $90,000 with qualifying deposit on a house put down over there, ready to go do visa stuff. I haven't read all the way through it, but it actually has seemed like one of the more better of those things because a lot of countries and states and shit do that stuff.
I think it's
To help you.
concerning because I've been seeing a lot of those posts where it's like Switzerland, Japan, Germany, Thailand. Like there's a
Germany.
bunch of yeah. They said I saw a post where it said in Germany. I'm trying. It's like the east side of Germany. They said that the population is dropping so much that they are offering like $100,000 a year. You don't even have to work. They just want you to come there and repopulate.
Well, you want my opinion? It's because what they did is they depopulated as much as they wanted to depopulate. Now they want to relocate so that it's more evenly spread out. I mean,
Well,
who was
I
the
feel
number
like
one?
maybe the numbers are lying. Like whenever they said that there was like, I think last time I saw it was like 7 billion people are on this earth. If everywhere is needing, if birth rates are down like how they are now, like everywhere, how is there that many people? You
Well,
know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
COVID vaccines alone killed 2.4 million people. Just the vaccines, not the virus itself.
Yeah.
The virus itself, which if you take down to the Greek origination word, doesn't mean what we think of it of. It means what? Venom. Venom. So it's something that's created. Venomous, right? Something that is not normal. And America was one of the first places, if not the very first place, to start calling it a virus. And then the World Health Organization coined the term TM, boom, boom, virus, that the originations aren't ever fully disclosed, right? There was a huge argue. Where did COVID come from? Oh, it's a lab in Wuhan. It's this, it's that. Well, we do know Wuhan has a lab. We do know Wuhan has a lab that tests virus and creates virus. Could be plausible. But who says the World Health Organization isn't who funded that to begin with anyway? You got to blame somebody.
You think that they're like testing viruses in case they need to like cold herd?
I think that they are trying to wipe people out on purpose. We were getting overpopulated.
That would make sense. Like,
population is definitely in the plan.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that like the expansion of like small towns, like where me and Danky live right now, dude, the population 10 years ago was under 40,000, maybe 60,000 max. Now it's close to 200,000.
I was about to say it's over 150K last I checked.
Yeah, it's like 210,000 now, and that's after COVID, and it's very weird. Cause I'm trying to figure, like, I remember when I used to walk down the street, I could walk from one side of the town to the other, which, you know, it would take a couple hours because it's pretty big, or not a big city, but it's a small little town. Dude, it used to just be fields, like, where they're building these hospitals, these hotels, these little plazas. Like, I remember going past Scott and White, and it was just a big field there. It used to just be a big field. Now there's a Big Lots, there's a Walgreens, they built a movie theater over there, and it's like, bro, what happened? Where are all these people coming from?
Danky has a whole piece of property that has like actual fucking corporations on it and shit that he halfway grew up in.
Yeah, I grew up on 10 acres out in our neighboring town, and where their HEB Plus is on Main Street, all of that land, that was mine. I grew up on that shit. And now it's, like I said, it's a HEB Plus right across the street from a Walmart, with a Walgreens right there, with a CVS right across the street from that Walgreens, with a dentist office right there. Actually, the dentist office, or the eye doctor office that's right there, that's been there. That was my neighbor. That was my closest neighbor, was I had that eye doctor, and I had a little convenience store, and then I had 10 fucking acres.
Yeah, because when I used to go out to my mom's house, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, but now it's just all businesses and roads and corporations. And
I recently went past where my mom used to live out in the country. It's like between Holland and Belton, and she had like, I think it was close to like 10, 20 acres out there, and now it is nothing but cookie cutter houses and duplexes. And like when we used to live there, the closest neighbor was like 25 minutes away.
yeah.
Did you
grow up there?
Grow up where?
There.
No, I went and I visited there sometimes.
Did you grow up in Hell County?
In Bell County?
Hell County, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to edit all that because I mean, well.
Yeah.
You did though?
Mm-hmm.
I guess since we're at it, I'll edit all the words out. What city?
I grew up in Temple and Belton.
Oh, okay. Just a handful of years underneath us. Okay, well, good for you, because if you would have been with us, dude, we would have ruined your life. So at least you got hope now.
Dude, the people I used to hang out with before were way worse than y'all. I believe, like, besides...
we used to be way worse.
We're not.
No.
We're not the people that you think we are. Oh, we are now. We are the people you think we are.
Hey.
Now.
The people that I used to hang out with are all either dead or overdose or in prison, except for like my two best friends, which kind of helped guide me stay on the straight and narrow path instead of me doing dumb illegal things.
That's a good transition right there. So surround yourself with good people, man. If there's people that aren't trying to fucking lead you to be your best you, I'm not saying you don't ever talk to them, but limit your time with them. Find people that actually want you to be
loving from afar is still loving.
100%. You are not abandoning somebody by removing yourself from their bad situations.
Sometimes you have to do that in order to better yourself, Because I'm not like I had. Go ahead.
Even if it's family members, some family members you just cannot be around.
That part.
You love them, you respect them, you want the best for them, but with them in your life, it's bad.
Dude, like
you gotta remove yourself.
There's a guy that I used to hang out with after school. He would see me walking to work because I used to work Highway 317. I used to walk that whole distance to go to work after I got off from school, and I would walk the same thing home when I got off at like 11, 12 at night. He wouldn't give me a ride. He was kind of a dick, but like he would drive his car slowly beside me and talk to me the whole time that I'm walking home. And like he was kind of cool people. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like
letting you in the car is wild, bro.
Well, no, I actually appreciate him not letting me in the car because, like, story time. So there was one time I was walking home from work, right? I worked at this place called Gaddy's Pizza, and I had to walk. It was about, I don't say, a good 5 to 8 miles from where I lived. I was walking home from there one day, and he was talking to me, and I was like, man, like, you mind giving me a ride? Because he lived in a neighborhood right across the street from where I lived. And he was like, nah, I can't let you in the car, man. He was like, it's for your own good. Don't do it. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But he would still drive beside me and talk to me the whole way on, like, it's kind of like a highway that goes through the city. And like, he would just sit there, and I'd be walking for like 2-3 hours just talking to him, kicking him. And I saw on the news the next day after I got home, bro, he got pulled over. He had 6 weapons in his vehicle that were illegal, and he had like 3 kilos on him. And I was like, And he got
good for real.
Yeah, but he got pulled over like 10 minutes after he drove away from me after I turned to go into my neighborhood. He got pulled over as he was going into his neighborhood.
That makes sense.
He got busted.
Because my question was going to be, how does he know that's for your own good? And then I guess that answers it fully.
Yeah.
That's definitely for your own good, right?
Yeah, but he was somebody, like, I never knew anything, like, he was doing anything like that, because he was a cool dude. He got good grades in school. You know, he was real respectful. He was, like, he dressed real nice. He always wore a button-up shirt with khaki, or slacks or khakis with, like, church loafers on. Like, he wore that all the time.
Yeah. So he looking nice.
Well, yeah, one of them that they're going to disguise themselves, you know?
Yeah, but...
Don't look like an average dude, but... They're out there fucking.
Go ahead.
No, they're out there fucking making money illegally, doing all kinds of wicked shit.
I think like some of the best ones are always like that. It's not like a drop or whatever, right? It's like, yeah, sure, let's go out to eat at Wendy's or something. You know what I mean? And then like you're hanging out for a while, you're literally on camera doing nothing bad, even though you know you fucking have the thing set up right. And it's like, I went out to eat with my friend. What do you mean? You know, type shit. But that's similar in that sense anyway.
Yeah. So make sure you distance yourself from some people. You just gotta be a little bit more perceptive and pick up. Like, I was just young and dumb. I was like 14 at the time, 15, whenever that happened.
Yeah, I mean,
that could have ruined your entire life.
Yeah. Cause like, even if I knew nothing about it, they wouldn't care. They'd be like, dude, you're lying. There's no way all this is in the vehicle and you don't know.
Especially with your skin color, bro. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
around this county with your skin color,
yeah, and he was a white dude too, so I'm pretty sure he'd been able to be like, nah, it's his.
He wouldn't have even had to. They would have just assumed.
Yeah,
he would have said it was his like 15 times, and they'd have been like,
no, we don't believe you.
He's scaring you into taking ownership, right? Like,
yeah,
he's intimidating you.
You're in a hostage situation.
Yeah. Talking about the police in this area, man, in this county, bro, they are some of the most, I'm not going to say racist, because there are some really cool dudes. Like, there was a cop. Hey, he let me go on a speeding ticket. Like, he didn't even write me a ticket or anything. He just gave me a warning. And honestly, I probably should have went to jail, because I was honestly doing probably about 110 and hey, where I was, that's bad. I was coming back from that back road as if I was going to Bucky's, and it's nothing but open space over there. So I was just flying, seeing what my car could do, man. He pulled out of nowhere, turned on the lights. I didn't even try and run from him. He was like, the fact that you didn't run, I appreciate it. So I'm gonna let you go with a warning. Don't do that shit again. He was like, that's like 50 miles over the speed limit. That's jail time. Don't do that again. I was like, you're right, sir.
So were you in Wildcat County or Tiger County? Not county, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wildcat.
That's crazy. So I've always felt like Wildcat was a little less dickheaded-ish, because I know that Tiger area, dude. Oh
bro, it's bad.
My hair's too long for Tiger.
I think I told Danky about this before, where, bro, I got pulled over 9 times in one day for the same thing. And it was because of the tint on my windows. And my tint was stock factory. It was how it came on the vehicle.
Bro, they said it was the tint to the window, but it was the tint of the melanin. You know what I mean?
Bro, most likely. But, bro, they pulled me over and they were basically harassing me about it. To the point where I took the tint off my front windows. I just took it. I peeled it off. I said, bro, y'all got it. Because, I drive a Charger, so they're like, oh, that's a Doughboy car. Yeah. Nah.
Or especially if you have any kind of rims or anything on them.
No, I got it completely stopped because I got tired of being pulled over.
Well, okay, so what about that time, Danky, that we were leaving street, the street that we was all on all the time, the house, and your whatever home bitch was driving, and she starts to back up, and then a sheriff passes. We're like, don't leave. Never mind, we're not going anywhere. I gotta get home. Blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker pulls a whole about face and follows us 3 turn blocks around. So I let them go. I said, no, this is my car. She was just driving because I'm not feeling too hot. Why aren't you feeling too hot? Blah, 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 blah. I was finally like, wait, hang on. They asked if I was leaving too, which means if I grab my shit and dip, they can't charge me with any of it because I wasn't even driving to begin with. So they kind of like fucked themselves over. But they impounded my shit, left my lights and everything on, so it was all dead as fuck whenever it was impounded. It cost me almost $1,200 or something like that to get it out of impound, and it was like 3 days later. I know I should have got it sooner, it would have been less, but I had the other choice. But there was 3 whiskey bottles that were open under the back seat. There was a bunch of other shit that I am not gonna name right now in the car, and I was just really happy that they were like, oh, now you want to leave? And I was like, yeah, why not? It just fucking got the fuck out of there, dude.
So do y'all have any scary police stories or of a time that you got pulled over and you were just scared shitting bricks that's okay to share?
No, not really. I'm white. No, like it's a laughable thing, and I'm one of them white people that, like, I admit it. I do have white privilege. I've experienced white privilege many, many times in my life.
But what about the time they pulled you out of the car and then said, now you're publicly intoxicated? They took you to jail anyway.
I wasn't scared. Like, shitting bricks scared? No. I'm going to jail for a couple hours. Oh, no.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like, it was some bullshit.
All right, well, let me share a story then.
I definitely have some police bullshit stories. I got arrested on a PI charge while completely sober at 17 years old. Had to go spend that one. I was upset about. I wasn't scared. I was very upset though, because I knew they were gonna go put me in the fucking drunk tank, and I'm completely sober, and they're gonna leave me in that drunk tank for 24 motherfucking hours.
I think they can do
it.
I
was upset with that one,
but yeah, it's usually closer to 24.
Let me share a story with y'all of a time I was shitting bricks when I got pulled over once. So, I didn't do anything wrong to my knowledge, but I had just purchased my first firearm, right? First firearm, Texas is a permitless. You don't have to have a permit to open carry or concealed carry. I just got it.
Small
You know.
non-automatic weapons.
Yeah,
Just
but I was so I had it on me. I was like, yeah, I was still trying to figure out where to put it. If I should have it in my glove box or the thing right here, the center console. Couldn't decide. So I was like, I have a little clip on the side of my car where you could put drinks or something in the little door handle. So I just had it in the holster clipped right there. I was like, it's easy to reach if I ever need it. So it's like the first or second day that I have my gun. I don't have my concealed carry license or anything yet because I hadn't gone to the classes yet. And I get pulled over by an officer, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. Probably should have looked up some videos or something on how to do it. As soon as the officer came up to my window, mind you, the reason he pulled me over, he actually never gave me a reason for why he pulled me over. When I asked him why he pulled me over, he didn't tell me because I was speeding, failed the signal, didn't stop or anything like that. He just pulled me over for some reason. And as soon as he came up to my window, he was like, "I need you to get out the vehicle." And I was like, He's like, "Is there anything that's in the vehicle that I should know about?" I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was just kind of like stunned because I've never had an officer just come up and not tell me why they pulled me over. And
Which means that everything after that is illegal, by the way. You have to have probable cause for any of all of it.
Bro, so I just told him, look, I'm going to be honest with you, because he didn't ask me for my license or my registration or my insurance, none of that. He just asked me to step out the vehicle. I told him, hey, look, I have a firearm on me. I just bought it. Luckily, I still had the registration for it in my car because I just bought it. And that's the only thing he asked to look at was that. But it did have me scared as shit because he was like, yeah, open your door. And I was like, I'm not opening my door. It is in my door. I was like, if you want, you can open my door. And if you want, you can grab it and move it to where you feel safe because I'll be damned. But
right. I gotta say, as a white man, you're not like a super scary black person. So hopefully maybe that had something to play with it. Like you're nice complected, you got the Will Smith face kind of thing going on.
I get told that all the time.
So, I mean, you have a little bit of benefits. Dude, you talk about being colored, bro. I'm about as colored as it goddamn gets, brother. Yeah, I am profiled every place I go. And they're like, this is a felon. This is all gang tattoos. No.
Bro, I ran into a really racist cop once, bro. It was hilarious. I was in the car with my best friend, and he could not stop laughing because the cop, he came up, we got pulled over by a state trooper. And dude, when he got out the vehicle, we were sitting there talking, because we get pulled over all the time. It is what it is. You don't even do anything wrong. You don't get a ticket. As long as you're respectful, they should let us go. But we were just sitting there cracking jokes with each other back and forth, and then we see the cop get out, and he puts that damn hat on, and he was like, off. Yeah, he's like,
that state trooper hat is ridiculous.
Yeah. And he was like, bro, we're fucked. And I was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And I looked at my rearview mirror, and I saw him putting on his hat, and he started adjusting his belt, and I was like, oh shit, he's one of those. And as soon as he gets up to the door, he's like, license and registration. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, hey, my homeboy's gonna grab it out of the glove compartment for me. Is that cool? He's like, isn't that what the fuck I just told you to do? And I was like, oh shit. So my homeboy starts laughing because his accent is really, really thick. It's kind of hard to hear what he's saying. So yeah. So give him my license and my registration, proof of insurance, and he's looking at it, and he's looking at me, and he looks at it. And he starts asking me, he's like, what's your address? Blah, blah, blah. And then he asked me what my driver's license number was, all this. And then, on my license, it says that I'm black. And he was like, "You're black. You're not black." I was like, "I am black." He's like, "Nah, you're Dominican. You're Puerto Rican or something like that." And I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Sir, I'm black. I'm mixed." He's like, "Mixed with what?" I was like, "Black and white, sir." He's like, "Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way you're mixed with black and white. There's no way those two don't mix." He's like, and he said something about like you're an abomination. My friend started laughing. And I started laughing with him. He's like, "Ain't shit fucking funny. You're not supposed to mix bloods or something like that." And then,
The cop said this
bro,
shit.
yeah, bro, dead ass swear.
If you're colored of any kind, you can record every stop.
Bro, yeah, but we were sitting there laughing because, like, I don't know if maybe he was just fucking with us or what, but he tried to tell me that, you know, my tire's flat and that I shouldn't be driving on the road because my tire's flat, but if my tire was flat, I wouldn't be able to drive.
I mean, it could be low, but it doesn't stop you from being legally able to drive. I mean, that.
Yeah. And then, like, but he made us sit on the side of the road for like 45 minutes because he said like, I heard him when he was talking to the little radio. He was saying that he couldn't identify what I was. And I was like, God damn. And my homeboy was just sitting there laughing the whole time. Because my homeboy, he's like, "See, I told you, you don't look black." Because it's a little joke. I told you ain't black. Yeah, because we have our little inside joke. Because he always told me, he's like, "Bro, you don't look black." He's like, "You don't have black lips." He was like, they always tell me I look Dominican or whatnot because my hair was long and curly.
He might have a point.
Yeah. I got a small.
Looking at yours, bro. What the? My nose might be bigger too. Hang on.
Hey, it might be. I don't know. Let's see.
You do got a pretty tiny nose.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Hey, if we might have to revoke your car, dog.
No, shit. That's the joke that they pull all the time too. They were like, "Man, you can't even say nigga." I was like, "Why?" They were like, "Because it's because of my arm. Like, you know, I'm decent complexion here, but then when I turn it over, you know, hey, bro, we're basically matching."
Nah, I'm darker than you. I'm definitely darker than you are.
Yeah, you're more tatted up than me. You got a little bit seasoning on you. I see it.
Yeah, what's she gonna get?
You gonna come through for some ink?
Huh?
He's coming down next week. He's a tattoo artist. You wanna come through?
For some ink? I'm gonna be honest with you. I personally don't really like tattoos. If I'm being honest, I got one. That's it.
Change. That's a full topic change. What the fuck is wrong with you, and why is it wrong with you?
No, okay. So here's my reasoning for not liking tattoos. Even though, yes, I do have one tattoo. Here.
He has a Shinron, bro. Has he ever shown you his Shinron? He has a whole Shinron.
I think he kind of tried to one time, but he was also wearing a long sleeve that day as well. And
so the thing with tattoos that I don't like personally, and maybe I should rephrase it. It's not that I don't like tattoos. It's just there's nothing that I can really think of that I personally would want on my body for the rest of my life. That's it. Like, besides, like, I do kind of want to get some tattoos, but they're, like, really meaningful. Like, I don't think I should get a tattoo if it has no meaning to me.
So as someone
the Dragon Ball hairstyles across your knuckles. Like Goku's hair, Vegeta's hair, Krillin's head, Piccolo's antennas.
I won't do that. That's
the only other tattoo or tattoos I would think of getting is I was thinking about getting one like across my wrist right here, and it would have like all my siblings' initials, like all the way around since I got so many of them. That way, hey, you know, they can always be with me, and like if I have kids, I might get like their name, man, like birthday tatted on my back or on my arm or something.
I found that, like, so as somebody, like, I haven't been tattooing as long as I've been in the industry. Because I've been in the industry for, goddamn, it feels like forever now. Just in and around it. My lady's been tattooing for 14 years, and we've been together for almost 9 now. Pretty much get sucked into it the second that happens. And before that, I was hanging out doing dubious acts with some local tattoo artists in that shop that was in the Tiger County over there on the corner of 360 or whatever. But
Oh, so you might know my boy Jay, Juicy J.
is he a big old Hispanic dude?
Nah. He's a white
he
dude.
There now.
But no, he
Okay.
doesn't. But I was saying you might know him because like he's known around here for doing tattoos, and he like bro, he's tatted like everywhere from his face, neck, everywhere. Like he makes y'all look like y'all have naked tats, bro.
I'm getting
Oh,
there,
I
bro.
feel like it all the time. I'm completely naked, in my opinion.
So pretty much all I need to really is my back part of my body. So like the front part of my body has got almost as much. I'm gonna finish out right here stuff, but I mean everywhere else is already done. No, but anyways, something about tattoos. Oh, that question. Yeah, it's commonly asked. I would say as the number one, not question, but dilemma with getting tattoos. It's probably one of the number one ones I hear that I actually kind of agree with, because you get a bunch of them that are like, my boyfriend wouldn't approve, or all that shit, and I'm like, "Man, you with the wrong motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to be asking. It's your body. But that one I understand to an extent, like a vast extent, except for that YOLO came out in 20. No, whatever. I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? So for me, I always liked the aesthetic value of tattoos when I was real young. There was a Navy guy that lived across the street from me. He had like naked ladies on his legs and drank Coors Light and smoked cigars. And I was just like, man, that guy's fucking cool, man. Why is he so fucking cool? And I never really let go of that. And the industry itself kind of just made me be a part of it in a way. In a lot of ways, I just kind of.
I don't think tattoos are bad,
it's a good thing.
but like I guess it's just more of a personal thing for me. I don't really feel the need to get tattooed because like I don't. A lot of people like whenever I ask them like, "Hey, why do you have
about getting one,
so many tattoos?"
My dad said if I designed the perfect tattoo, he would get it, and he's had the same excuse that you've had for his whole life, right? It was the first thing he's like, "Well, I don't want that for my whole life." It's like, well, I mean, he's 60 something now. Whole life ain't as long as it was gonna be before.
So you got another 40 years, brother. Enjoy it. Hey, I'm putting good vibes out there. You know what I'm saying? Like Doobie says, do better.
He would be be better. Shout out.
I'm saying do better. I said Doobie, not Dubby.
Doobie Jew? You knew Doobie Jew?
No. Doobie, the creator Doobie, where he says do better with everything that he says.
Are you not talking about the rapper Doobie?
No, I'm talking about a content creator who makes videos and he's like, do better. Like, no, okay, I dropped it.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's like a father creator.
Yeah, the dude, he says everything like do better. Mm-hmm. With the parenting. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good creator. For sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and tattoos.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've got like Bender on my knee and shit, bro. I've got a Dark Magician. I've got the
knee
Death
bending?
Mark. Yeah, my knee bending. It's my Bender.
Knee bender.
Well, I've got. All right. Worst tattoo I have is down each of my ribs, bro. I got it done when I was 16 years old. Not done growing yet. So it has stretched out, and it's down each rib. It's a nickname that I don't even go by anymore. It was my old rave name, Sadistic Spencer. It's down each rib, bro.
Sadistic Spencer?
That was my rave name. Because there was nothing good that went with Preston. Because it has to be a alliteration. To be a good rave name, you need alliteration in it. And there's nothing good that went with Preston.
Yeah.
And we're censoring all of that right there. Bleep my name, actually, I don't even care if you bleep it.
So, I have a question. So, have both of y'all been to raids or raves? Not raids. Hopefully nobody's been raided. But
been raided.
But y'all been to a rave?
Been a part of raids and raves.
I'm lucky that I wasn't there the day that they were raided, actually. That's a pretty interesting story. You want to hop into that one, Bubba?
Hold up, let him finish his rave question.
Okay.
Oh,
My bad.
I was just gonna ask about the whole rave scene because, like, and the only experience that I have with a rave is that an ex girlfriend of mine wanted to go to a rave. I said, hell no. I'm not doing that because from what I've seen with raves, like on videos and stuff, people are all jumping together in mosh pity and they're fighting, and I'm like, I at the time I was like, bro, I don't have the mental fortitude for that because if somebody punches me, I'm not gonna keep dancing. I'm going to fight them. And
The sorry, you can finish.
oh, well, like I told her don't go, and she ended up going anyway. Blah blah blah. Cheated on me, cool, but
That's why text chick. That's what I would say was more likely to happen at a rave, is the secondary thing than the first one.
Yeah,
yeah,
because the fighting the fighting in the mosh pit, that's more of at a hard style show. Like that is a very specific hard style show that's more overseas in Russian crowds and German crowds and such like that. Eastern Europe is where the hard style scene more is. Over here, especially around the Austin scene, there's
mm-hmm.
an acronym PLUR, PLUR, peace, love, unity, respect. And yeah, there's a whole like hand motion that you do to like trade bracelets, and you dance together with random strangers. Y'all don't. There's no pushing, shoving. You're just grinding on strangers. Strangers are grinding on you. You and a dude get into like a hard style stomp battle. But yeah, there's no. It's all love here in the Texas scene, man.
Me and Danky like to grab just one singular article that's usually about this big, like a bandana type thing, and this is our here.
Bro, I was getting on stages and shit because I would have my bandanas that I'd tie them together. I'd have one that was tied to a dog chain, and that dog chain made me be able to do some cool ass tricks with it, bro.
You can flip it around.
And I'd get on stage right next to the DJ. DJ'd check out what I'm doing, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, here we go." And I'm just hyping the crowd up with the DJ and shit, bro. Like, yeah, we
That's
was
pretty
in
cool.
that shit.
We never missed an after
we were-
party because of that shit. I can tell you that much right now. We were at every after
Always
party.
invited. Every after party, we got the invite. Hey, bro, you trying to come? Yeah, man. You got something for me to do?
Usually white, but
Yeah,
it could also be our friend Molly.
Hey, Lucy was the funnest.
So, but it's so much experiment, Lucy, in those days.
Oh yeah.
You're just feeling like,
I got a good one. I got a good story about one with some experimental 2CI.
with
Me
Cat.
and me and the youngest Ray brother. We were at an event, a show, a concert, whatever. It was like three different stages, almost festival style, but small venue. We were inside, big industrial fan. We're tripping hard as shit, trying to cool off, right? We just get out of an epic fucking like 5 set fucking dance. We're hot as shit, sweating our balls off. We're trying to cool off, get in front of this big industrial fan. We sit down and lean back, bro, and we felt this fan go. Like we felt it start tipping, and we thought that we ended the fucking world. We thought everything was gonna explode and it was over, and it was it was a shared trip of this big bomb going off as that fan dropped. Come to find out, the fan didn't drop. It just adjusted back and hit the ground, and that sound amplified to us. And yeah, it was a great time. So we ran outside and tried to get in the grass that we thought was snakes. All the grass had turned into snakes, and we couldn't get outside, and we just panicked and we fucking left the show. We just abandoned the whole motherfucking show because it was too much. Drugs are bad, kids. Don't do drugs.
I second that. Don't do drugs, kids.
Especially not experimental ones that you get from strangers at a fucking rave.
No, so I guess to better answer your question though is like I specifically, like you said, the Austin Rave Syndicate or whatever they call themselves. There is no hostility. It's actually the polar opposite. You have what do they call them, den mothers or whatever?
Oh, so many.
that are basically making sure so that they've seen probably a cousin or a brother or somebody of that extent, probably either OD or go cuckoo on Cocoa Puffs, and they're usually there going, "Hey, look, it's okay. What's your favorite color? Where are you from? What is your favorite hobby?" All that kind of shit, kind of trying to keep.
You need some water.
You need some water, yeah, all that kind of stuff, kind of keeping you grounded whenever you definitely just took some research camps. But the ideology of fighting and stuff is like more of those festival raves, right? With the hard ones that are like dwank tick, dwank tick, dwank tick, dwank tick, like hard fucking blah, 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 you know what I mean? Versus like where we go to, there's several DJs over the course of several hours at multiple stages, and there's multiple different styles and forms of EDM being played, and we tend to stick to more of the hip hoppy
Techno to nice. Yeah, I remember them hip hop fucking. Yeah, they were good.
We like the ones that they were shouting out Tekanina and Wu-Tang and shit and doing that kind of stuff and changing those songs up. We'd usually stay there and I would just do my little thing or like get my little bandana or I like take my shirt off, you know, and just fucking bounce it up and shit. But I wouldn't ever say there was even anything ever close to a fight. Except for tripping your ass off. Like, fighting for your life. You're not fighting, not fighting nobody.
Oh, you remember Peanut at that one, just mad, and we're like, bro, why are you mad? What's going on? Why are you upset? He's like, it's just, I'm just mad. Like, bro, but why? It's such a nothing but love around here. And he's like, I know, man, and that's so great, but I'm just mad.
Yo, so Mount Everett was at that one too.
And he was the only one that was able to calm him down.
And he had 32 hits of tryptamine.
Yep.
Jesus.
His each gummy had 8 in them.
Wait, 4 of them, huh? Backed them.
We was doing numbers, okay?
And so I had been up for 8 days. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we had been up for a week. Me, you, and Nut.
Yeah, Nut was there too, and he decided he was gonna. So we had made a lick. We're not gonna disclose all that information. We had made a lick though, and all of a sudden he thought it was all his money, and it's like, okay, whatever, buddy. And he spent a bunch of money on the same thing that Mount Everett did. Got a bunch of tryptamine gummies. They're like blue sharks or whatever they called them back then. Everett could handle his shit back then, especially before he had.
Very large individual.
He is a big guy.
So he's gonna handle. He's like 6'3", 300 plus, large dude. And Nut is my size. Shorter than me, same weight. Like, yeah, Nut's tiny.
5'7", 5'8" at max, 120-pound guy, and he had like already discussed about how, you know, being on day 8, he was like, oh, blah, 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 this, that, next thing. I don't know. People say crazy shit on day 8. And he was like, oh, I could, blah, blah, blah. He didn't even take, I think he took like 1 gummy, which was 8 hits or whatever. And he started just being like, brr. Literally, like, I don't know any other way to describe it, but just brr. Brr, 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 brr. It was crazy.
Sounds like y'all had a fun time.
I don't know.
Hey, we did.
There's no fucking chevrons! There's no fucking chevrons!
Yo. So I'm scrolling, like I'm the map guy for whatever reason. We have a Chevron gas card. And I'm looking at Google Maps, trying to find a fucking Chevron. And it, according to Google Maps, there's about 8 chevrons on every corner block. Like, it's just, chevrons are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so I keep directing him to where the next Chevron should be. And it's just houses. We're in a neighborhood. Like, there's no gas station at all. Like, so he gets mad at me, yells at me, there's no fucking chevrons. I hand my phone to him. I'm like, you look then. And he looks, and he sees the same thing I do. That they're accordingly everywhere. And he's like, oh. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to a Chevron then. I guess not. I had to adjust accordingly.
No, so did they leave us that night? They did, yeah. So we went to the after party. We finally found something that we could get gas with. and then we went to the after party, and then
At Gandra's, I believe that one was.
No, it was at that one guy's that was like, remember at the very end of the party, they were like, my parents are going to be here in like fucking 15 to 20 minutes, and there's 30 passed out people in the house and shit. And then the girl you were whatever with, and a couple of the people that were with them, we got in a minivan. Remember that fucking shitty old, it was clearly his mom's minivan? And they were like doing fucking bumps and shit, and we're like, hey man. But anyways, then we passed out at that chick's house with in her brother's rooms, right?
Probably. I mean, memories get fuzzy for me, but
I just remember waking up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then her mom being outside and being like, her pot dealer showed up, and he was like, my client, my like talking like it was a doctor and shit, my patient. Yeah, that's what he was saying. I'm like, dude, you're fucking selling Reggie to a 40-year-old lady. Like, just fucking get it done. Get gone, bro. What the fuck? But then I remember the next day, so, because it was that 6 Ti or 6 Ci or whatever the fuck that we had done that time too. I remember the next day not being able to stay conscious, period. Of course, day 8 had effects, all that other shit. I just remember not being able to, like, they were like, we're going to this new house and we have to clean it out. Do you remember that part? Really? So we had to go, they're like, bought a new house or whatever, because they were staying in this trailer, and then we had to go to a new house and clean it out, and they wanted us to clean it out, and I like, anytime I would sit down, I'd just be like, and so finally the mom was like, hey, let's go to Lowe's, and so I just slept in the back of the van until, I believe it was my mom came and picked us up. I was like, Mom, I can't do this anymore. We're still in Austin, like on the outskirts, Round Rock, something like that. Yeah, that was. Let's not do that one. Like we could stay away from that.
we had some. There, I wouldn't like go back and change my times though. Like, I feel like it definitely made me who I am, and I'm pretty satisfied with who I am.
I didn't say that part because I definitely wouldn't.
I know,
but
I know. I'm just putting it out there, just making a statement. Like a lot of people do that. A lot of people say that shit. Like, oh, if I could, I'd go back and redo or undo or. Nah,
hey,
man,
I can't say that. I'm one of those people. If I could go back to when I was like 17, 18, there are some things I would redo. Like I would definitely not be with the girl that I was with at that time, even though like we were high school sweethearts and we were together for like 8 years.
Then you wouldn't have been able to learn what you learned from that to carry it on forward.
Fuck that. I'm good. Because of that, now I had something on my record that even though I paid for it to get it expunged off my record, it's still there whenever they pull it up and stuff like that. I'd rather just not be that, and like I feel like I would have had a different lifestyle than what I had, because I was, dude, at that time, dude, I was working 3 jobs, paying for an apartment, and got a new car for a girl that didn't appreciate me and didn't, like, we shouldn't been together. Like, you know, it's one of those where you're like, I love her, and your family's like,
well, why?
Get away from her. Yeah. And like honestly, I feel like if at that time, if I wouldn't have been with her and I just would have stayed single, I would have went to a lot more parties and went out and explored the world a bit more than locking myself down at a job. I'm
like I have a strong feeling my kids won't have the need to, because I can explain the situations that you're thinking you don't understand that are necessary to have that just aren't. It's just something you're chasing because you don't know, and an inquiring mind is always going to try and figure it out. Well, if you know, then you don't have to figure it out on your own, you know? And like,
that's fair. But I feel like if I wasn't with her,
solid method. It's been a pretty solid method with me and my daughter. She's older, and she is a golden child compared to what I was doing whenever I was her age. And it's because I'm open and honest with her. Very open and honest. Anytime she has a question about what this feels like, what that feels like, what anything is in the real world, I don't I don't sugar. It's not like I just straight up, oh, if you shoot up heroin one time, you're gonna die in an alley. No,
This is
nope.
what big dicks look like.
I tell her, I've told her my experience on H, and that's the best I can give her. You know, it's not like I try to hide what I've done in my past either.
So you
I'm
remember
just
Happy
open and
Face?
honest with her, and so she's like, "Yep, I'm not gonna do those things."
Wasn't that his rave name? Happy Face? Happy Face? Happy smiles,
Don't.
smiles, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, now he still experimented with some other shit, but in a lot of ways, his dad's experiences with things kept him away from a lot of the dumb shit that we did. So I mean, that's one of my prime examples is because he was with us doing all this shit, but not as bad anywhere near ever. You know?
I just feel like in my experience, if I wasn't with that girl at that time, and I, went out to the club younger with my friends instead of whenever I did go out, because whenever I went to the club, bro, I got in a lot of trouble because I was freshly single, and nobody could tell me I wasn't the shit because I went from like 5'7" to 6'3" in the span of 2 years. I went from like 110 to about 220, and I was in the gym, and your boy was fit, and I was like, man, I'm freshly single. I started buying all these nice clothes. 'Cause, like, me personally, I don't care about fashion. Like, this is actually one of the jackets that I bought after me and that girl had broken up, and I bought this after that, and like now it's like, bro, I regret it. I spent $200 on this fucking jacket. I don't even like this jacket. I don't even like Jordan.
That actually brings me to an interesting would you rather that I've had here.
Go ahead, man.
So would you guys rather? Well, first let me ask the first question so that way you can't back out of it. All right. What was whenever you were a child, like the majority of your childhood before you realized what adulthood was? What was it that you wanted to be or do?
Firefighter.
Wrestler.
Firefighter, wrestler. Okay. So would you rather give up your entire life that you have now, including everyone you know and love, for that dream? Or continue on like with what it is, knowing the people that you have and everything like that?
Continue on what I already did firefighting. I know what that is. I know what it's like. So, seeing that I already achieved that dream, I just
kind of has a deviation for me. Like, would I just be stuck on the indie scene my whole life, or would I have been John Cena or Jeff Hardy or
it's your dream. It's like your dream, like you're a dream that you wanted to accomplish. So like the full extent of it. All the way.
Making it to WrestleMania, which against your favorite hero.
Headlining and winning WrestleMania type shit? Yeah, I'm dropping everybody. I'm doing that.
You drop your own kinfolk and everything?
Yeah.
Fuck them?
Yes.
Hey, there's a lot of people that would. I ain't mad at it.
No, I love my daughter wholeheartedly, 100%. And there's nothing wrong with answering a hypothetical question with the fact that I would go back. With the fact that I would go back 15 years and dedicate my life to actually becoming a wrestler instead of getting on drugs. Like, if I could do that, I would do that.
Fair. I mean, I'm not saying your whole entire life would be the same one direction or the other. Like, it would. What if all of the same things would still have happened that direction, but you don't have any of the same people with you? Does that make any sense? So, like, you could be a still extremely successful WWE star, but you would have still had all the same struggles that you had, like with your, not money-wise, obviously, that's a different story, but like with drug addiction, with all of those other
addictions.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be one of the
problems, like your law problems, maybe even worse because you're in a social.
I'd have money.
Well, I think it would be an even better story for him. Like, bro, I used to be addicted to this. Now I'm beating your favorite wrestler on Saturday night.
There's no saying it wasn't used to, though. Because there's a chunk of them that don't ever have a used to because of the spotlight they're in, and they feel required to do the whatever addiction they got on wasn't strictly because it was just fun. A lot of times it has to do with how it makes them perform better, right? You know, the cocaine addictions, the ice addictions, whatever the performance enhancing addictions, even heroin. I mean, for artists specifically, Kurt Cobain, I mean, Jimi Hendrix, all these people that it tapped the part of their brain that they needed to get to there, right? So there's no telling that he would have ever even gotten off. In my opinion, that's how I look at it. Because if you can get off as a normal person, a lot of times it has to do with, okay, fuck this. But as a non-normal person, as a celebrity, it's like, why not continue do whatever the fuck I want? Like, I have the world at my feet.
I see that.
But you would,
But
100% give it up.
yeah, because with that amount of money, I could honestly say that my addiction wouldn't have been crystal. I would have been heavily on DMT every day and heavily on fucking shrooms every day and heavily on any hallucinogen. I would have gone with hallucinogen other than hard drug. Yes. I'd be microdosing shrooms like a motherfucker as a WWE star. I'd be more like modern day Rob Van Dam.
I see more like Aaron Rodgers going and fucking ayahuasca-ing it with like engines and shit.
There you go. Yes, I would be very hallucinating.
Hey, then you throw up your best fucking passing holding record season fucking in the history of mankind, except for you'd be slamming people's booty holes into a ring.
I can't remember what it is, but I even made up like a finisher back in the day, bro.
So I had a similar dream. I had a similar dream. My walkout song would have been Down with the Sickness. But not the whole thing, right? But like right at the beginning, it's like, can you feel that? Oh, fuck. You know? Like I just thought that's like such a great intro, you know? But no, I don't think I would strictly for the part of, I think that a majority of the way life has been laid out was lessons, you know? I don't think I would learn the right lessons if I wasn't in the right spot.
So did y'all have that period in your life from like 18, I'll say it might even still be to now, where you felt like you were invincible? No?
So I say no, but it just depends on the amount of alcohol in my blood.
Nah, bro. I had a period for like probably about 3 or 4 years. Actually, no. It started whenever I was 16, whenever I got jumped for the first time by grown-ass men, and I was able to stand my ground and won. That, like, because it happened in front of my little brother. We went to a park to go play basketball, and these guys tried to steal our basketball. And, you know, I told them they couldn't have the ball, and I snatched it back from the dude that was in front of me, and his friend that was beside him tried to steal off on me. And, bro, we got to scrapping, and I'm not gonna lie, the whole time I was scared. I was like, dude, what is going to happen? Like, I'm all like 5'7", maybe 120 pounds, and you know, like, their hits hurt. Like, it's not like fighting somebody my size. This hurts. They're bigger than me. They're stronger than me. But like the whole time I was scared, and then I hit the dude like in the side of his face right here, and he fucking stumbled and fell, and like it just built up. Like, it seemed like every hit after that, it was like everything's moved in slow motion. I was like, bro, nobody can fuck with me. I'm the best to ever do it. I'm fighting 2 grown ass men.
Our best ever was, plain and simple. I wake up every day and I piss excellence.
But yeah, after I fought both of them and I won that fight, I was like, bro, nobody can step to me ever again in my life. And bro, I felt that way all the way until.
Shall I bring the gloves down?
Good luck with that one, brother. But
maybe you knocked this tooth out that's been bothering me, dog. You never know.
I don't know, but I think I honestly felt that way until I was about 22. Yeah, about 22. That's whenever I stopped feeling like, hey, I can be hurt. Like that. There's real shit that can be something that actually happened to you. You can get hurt. Cause I mean, I've been shot at before. I've had people pull out knives on me. I've I've had people try and stab me and stuff. I've been jumped many times, and all it did, like, as bad as it is to say, all it did was build my confidence. Cause I was like, bro, I'm not losing. I'm not losing.
Like Kevin Gacy just thinks he can't die. Bro, you can I'm sorry.
No, believe me, I know, but it didn't. I think it had a negative effect on me, because I grew up in a very structured household and everything, like, you do everything how you're supposed to do it. But then whenever I got out into the streets and I got to start fighting people, because, like, I was small and I always got picked on. And then once I got big, everybody started avoiding me. They were like, yeah, nah, we don't want to mess with him no more. I don't know, it's just like, it built up my confidence. It gave me a very big head. And it wasn't until, like, my homeboy, he kind of put things into perspective for me, because he's a phenomenal fighter. And, like, it was like the first time I ever got blackout drunk. This man... Like, he, like, guillotine choked me, and, like, from what their story, from what they told me, you know, he, like, picked me up and had me in a headlock, and we went down, hit my face on the concrete, and, like I said, I don't remember it, because I was blackout drunk, but, you know, I hit my face on the concrete, and he said I was still up and moving. He said he shoved me, and we knocked over, like, you know, the AC units that are outside your house? Yeah, knocked that completely over. I got a scar on my back from that. And he said, like, bro, like, he had to choke me out. Like, he had to put me in a guillotine chokehold and literally try and choke me the fuck out. And he was like,
Did you see Three Eye Atlas? Did you see Three Eye Atlas whenever you were choked out?
No. I mean, I don't remember none of what happened, but he was like, bro, I was trying to kill you. And that, he's like, you wouldn't go down. I was like, well, the fact that you were able to put me down means even whenever I was in a state like that where I couldn't really feel pain, you were still able to put me down. Like, that shows or to me it showed me, like, hey, you're not invulnerable. Like, even though everything has been by the grace of the Lord above us, or whatever you believe in, that you haven't died. Because I mean, like, I've been shot at, and it was something that kind of freaked me out and excited me at the same time whenever I got shot at, because it sounds just like Star Wars whenever you're getting shot at. When bullets are going past you, it sounds like a laser. It's like, pew, 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 pew. It sounds like a blaster from Star Wars. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, I agree. I guess so. To better answer your question, so there was a moment. So I went from, I've never been, like, ever thought I was impervious kind of thing, but I did have that teenage I'm stronger than I am, or whatever the fuck happens to fucking young teenage boys between 18 and 20, like you said, 2, 3, whatever, that you're just like, yeah, it's not gonna happen to me. But my biggest come to Jesus moment, if you will, whatever you want to call it, where I was like, okay, wait, holy fuck, I need to be more responsible for my actions, is once I held my son. When as soon as after he was born and I held him, I was like, oh fuck. So I never cared if I died before, you know? I've always been like, yep, cool, whatever. That's
it's not my problem anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my mindset. Either it's my problem or it's not my problem anymore.
So what changed was that I'm now responsible for a younger human, you know, like well, I almost feel guilty to begin with, just even bringing him to this place.
I feel that. See, because I had something similar, not that I have a child, but like when my girl moved in with me, dude, before then, I did not lock my door to my house. I was like, bro, if somebody comes up in this bitch, we about to be rustling and tussling in this motherfucker. I wish somebody would. I am waiting for it. But then whenever she moved in,
just come out butt ass naked with a hatchet, bro. Nobody's trying to fucking run that fade. Bro. Nobody's trying to run the fade of a butt ass naked 6 foot. What are you, 6'2"?
6'3".
6'3", buck ass naked black man with a hatchet, dog. I'm telling you, nobody's running that fade. I'm not, and I don't give a fuck. Like, literally, you naked, not naked, whatever the fuck. I'm not nothing like whatever, but the second you walk out, just fucking elephant tusking around, yeah, no, I'm Gucci. I got things to do tomorrow, and it's not gonna be conducive.
Yeah, but it wasn't until she moved in with me and we had somebody that lived in the same apartment complex as us, like adjacent from us, just across the, because we have like a little yard in there, and across the upstairs, their stuff got broken into and they were held at gunpoint. I was like, no, I can't have that happen. Not with my lady here. That's who I'm supposed to protect. No, that can't happen. Not at all.
I have I have felt rather invincible after a couple car wrecks. I've been in my fair share of car wrecks and always walked away unscathed. Just completely calm.
Has everyone in the car always walked away unscathed too, though?
Always walked away unscathed.
That's the crazy part. That's like the stat that makes no fucking sense to me.
I've never harmed an individual with any of my 3 wrecks, and nobody's ever been harmed in the 6 wrecks that I've been in total. Just
I mean, he took
always
half a house
fine.
out one time and still nobody hurt.
My ex-family came out so confused. I was like, I'm just as confused as you. I'm high as fuck on glue, lady. I don't know what you're saying to me.
Do you remember how like we had hung out for a while and then like we stopped hanging out for a while and then we met at the Murphy's right there at Tiger Nation Walmart?
Yeah.
And you were just like, "Oh yeah, I still have the same number." And I was like, "Oh shit, so I still have the same number." And then well, I blame Murphy's USA for our toxic relationship that we now share. I'm trying to naturally bring in
Able to,
Alice, but I got a bunch of topics.
You said you got some topics for us?
I said on 3i specifically, I have a bunch of facts, really.
I have no idea what that is, so you can honestly fill me in.
Okay, so that sounds good. Okay, so Danky, you at least know what 3i Atlas is, right?
yeah, we don't know if it's a comet or a spaceship.
We don't?
Oh, you're talking about that, the thing that's coming towards Earth?
Just past the sun.
Here in like December
December
16th, I think. 19th.
19th. So that's the closest to Earth predicted date. That's what they're saying. It also accelerated after circling the sun. So it used the propulsion of the sun to circle and jet back, which a lot of comets have done. They hit the gravitational pull of the sun and then ricochet out. But this one like accelerated specifically in what seemed like a technological path, like a very intentional, like a
So,
shot.
what they're thinking is like an alien spaceship or something?
So the pictures of it now are confirmed more things coming off of it than any other thing we've ever recorded, right? And then they can send waves out, and they say that the prediction of what the response of the waves are is that the thing is 90% iron and nickel, which are obviously mechanical used things, right? Like your motherboards of stuff we use, iron, nickel, the outside, probably the iron, you know what I mean? And it also, so every other comet that we've ever recorded has had a white glow from its speed and everything is, I guess, based off of the heat that is propulsed through them, just barreling through fucking, the galaxy is a white aura. That's just like the natural thing. This one actually emanates a blue one, which indicates some sort of electromagnetic or electrode field. So there's so many things that either they're lying to us to get us to believe in the Blu-ray project, which I'm not going to talk about right now, or there's definitely alien life coming, like some form of
So you're
life that we're
saying
not
the
ready for.
rapture's coming?
The
It's finally
rapture,
happening?
I guess it depends on your definition of the rapture, my friend. But yes, I do believe that they're about to take all of their alien friends with them, and the rest of us fucking heathens will be left alone. But it's equal
That
part
sounds
iron and
great to
nickel, which
me.
is crazy.
If that's what happens, is all fucking aliens
Not all of them, just all of the ones that are associated with that race. Think about it like
That's
the world.
fine. We can reset after that pretty fucking
They're
easily.
taking
Just
the
get.
good ones.
You don't know
They're gonna take
that.
all the gingers. Yes.
What if their good and our good is different?
They're gonna take all the gingers, dude. They're gonna take all the ones that like
What if it's
aren't
like
bad.
Bizarro? They come here and like everything that's bad is good to them, and everything that's good here is bad.
Right.
Hell yeah! As long as they think the same thing I do about fire, we might have a good relationship. Burn me, daddy. Let's see. I have a couple other facts here about it. So the composition too. Any other time that we've been able to indicate whatever composition of a comet is going to be around has been predominantly ice. That's the only way it's been able to withstand traveling that far and all that stuff is because it's literally melting as it's traveling, like a huge ice comet. And this one, they have indicated 0 ice components. They haven't been able to do that. But then I always kind of wonder, like, what wave are you sending out that can say what the fuck structure this thing is made of when, like, we can't even find the top 20 most wanted people on the planet?
And we can't even discover the rest of, the ocean. But you can send something out millions of miles out into space and tell me what something's made out of.
Do you know what NASA means in Hebrew and Greek?
Bullshit. I don't
Deception.
know.
It means
Deception. Holy shit. I didn't know that.
Disgrace. That's a good song.
Hey, as
No,
long as
yeah,
you're
So yeah, as
go
far
ahead,
as I know, we don't know 100%. Like, obviously, there are signs that point one way or the other, whether it's a spaceship or a comet. But
Yeah.
especially the general public, we don't fucking know. We just know what they're telling us.
I'm just saying it's
They
awfully
can't get
convenient.
to the firmament.
I
I'm
just think
just
it's
surprised that. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's awfully convenient that so the Hawaii thing happened where all these natural fires where no green cars were melted. Then they start releasing, oh, aliens have been here for a long time. We released these government documents. Kind of seems like they're trying to set up the rhetoric for something.
I don't know. I'm just surprised that Danky even believes in this thing. He doesn't believe in satellites. But there can be something floating around in space.
It's not floating, it's flying.
Oh, alright.
If it was floating, it would crash into other shit. Especially if there was 11,000 of them up there, they would be crashing into each other all the time.
It also,
Right.
like I was just leaning into, could be complete rhetoric. Like, it would be so easy to falsify the images of this comet, right? And then it's aliens coming, and then the Blu-ray project. I don't know. Do y'all know anything about the Blu-ray project?
The ones where they come from the ocean?
No, where there's literally satellites, or because we can all agree in low orbit satellites, right? We do agree in low orbit ones.
I agree on all satellites.
Can't get to the firmament, which I don't know one way or the other. That's where I always get lost in it. But the project, so in Hawaii, I don't know if you've done any research on the Hawaii fires, but they don't make any sense. Like, it shouldn't have expanded the way it did, and it happened all in less than a 3-day span, which, if you've taken California into consideration, obviously stuff takes days and days and days to burn. Like, it's weeks usually when their fires are happening. But that something similar to, y'all remember whenever Tupac was in concert in 2015, 16 or whatever, with the multiple projections?
Oh, the hologram?
Yeah. They
Didn't they just redo that?
Yeah, they had to use multiple projection points, but that it uses a concept called Blu-ray, and it's not what our Blu-ray is known as. It's like, not Blu-ray discs, but more that even from lower atmosphere, an intense amount of those rays could actually, like, incinerate something like a ant hill in a magnifying glass. So Danky's theories could very well be true if basically their whole entire goal is actually to falsify an alien invasion. You know, wouldn't you be like, oh, the death rays, the death beams from the sky?
I don't know. But I did hear about like how you said in Hawaii that the grass fires were started with lasers, and somehow they missed all the important people's houses, but
exactly.
They
went around perfectly everybody else's house.
No, they were specifically painted a specific shade of blue on the roof. And
or green.
I had seen videos and shit afterwards of people using incinerator beams that would catch their local little grass, like their front yard, to catch that on fire and then shine it over something that's painted with that shade of blue, and nothing. It'd be perfectly fine. So whatever this laser technology is, it has certain properties that it can and can't affect.
Well, and I think it goes back to a lot to like, remember when Biden said, keep your guns, we actually really don't care that much, we'll just drone you. Like, you know, what are you gonna do? They have technologies that vastly supersede what we're privy to, because we're just fucking 3 guys sitting in our houses right now, as opposed to sitting on Air Force One flying to Mar-a-Lago tonight. You know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like that's about a wrapping point, fellas.
Yep. I was just about to say the same thing.
Big dog.
Yeah, it's been another great episode here of Adjust Accordingly. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, DankyKong710. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, TikTok. We're doing numbers, guys. We're really adjusting accordingly, guys.
We really are. You can also follow me, of course, Bob here. On my Twitch is yada13, YADDA 13, and make sure you like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. Give us a couple comments on some of the things that we talked about. We'll likely shout you out in one of the upcoming episodes, as well as you're helping us keep going. So, Randomz?
Yeah. And I'll just like to say, we really appreciate y'all. And remember, make sure you exercise, drink some water, reach out to those that matter the most to you. Even if you haven't talked to them in a while, reach out to them. Make sure you spread love. And, yeah, again, we appreciate y'all. And, hey, I'll be starting up my Twitch again here soon. I'll let y'all know. I'll drop it probably in the comments or sometime whenever I finally get it up and running again. But again, thank y'all so much for the love and support that y'all show. And yeah, that's all I got for right now.
One last shout out to Dubby, our sponsor. Make sure and use promo code Adjust Accordingly at checkout. And this has been Adjust Accordingly.
And you're a good looking dude.
Remember, peace.
Just accordingly.
That's true. That was a southern racist earthworm.
Full disclosure, no refund on non-top ability.
There's your jingle, bro.
Alright, look. So bring the big vibe, look at it. Sit back, relax, absorb these scenes. The show with most important things. Plus the bus, no matter what, you must adjust accordingly. Such as a submission that when I'm on top of solution, it over some the worst shit sneezes. Bruce was at the practice. Sit back, relax, absorb these scenes. The show with most important things. Plus the bus, no matter what, you must adjust accordingly. Must